Hey guys, can you hear me? Can you see me? I'm totally new to this live streaming. And hey Jinxie, hey girl, thanks for coming. So I'm still kind of new to this live streaming on YouTube, and I have a really noisy cat that just wants to be right next to me. Come on, Zeus. His name is Zeus. But yeah, just kind of waiting for people to join. We are going to be talking about a case of a missing man. And thanks, girl. Hi, Denise. Thanks for joining. So we are going to be talking about a case of a missing man in Maryland. And I guess I hold all cases close to my heart. This one as well. His mom has been basically pleading for the public's help in this case to, get the word out there. There isn't much about this case, and I think that's why people haven't picked it up yet. So I wanted to come on here and basically just give you guys the whole rundown about what's going on. So let's see. Bear with me while I figure out. Okay, I want to share my screen. And then I want to go over. So the article that I found, let's see. Can you really not? Let me see. So this is the article that I first learned about this, and it's CBS. So this is Daryll Wiggins. He's a man from Northeast Baltimore, and he's been missing since September of 2022. And his disappearance came after he filed criminal charges against his landlord, according to his family. So he filed a lawsuit against his landlord at the time, and went home. And when he won the lawsuit, and then he went home. He was going to fix a door that he was locked out of, and he was never heard from again. So Daryll Wiggins, who is renting a home on Wyanoke Avenue, has not been heard from since he returned to the property. His mother, Diana, is appealing to the public for information about her son's whereabouts. Look at how handsome he is. And we'll watch that video that's popping up here in a sec. We'll watch it after we go over this article. So yesterday, Baltimore police and homicide detectives re-released a photo of Wiggins, urging anyone with information about his disappearance to come forward. As Mother's Day approaches, his absence resonates even more profoundly. So there he is, guys. So that's the article. Hey, S7. Oh, thanks, Jinxie. That is a really good question, Jinx. I don't know the answer, but I'm assuming no. And the only reason I say that, or no, I'm assuming yes. The only reason I say that is because I believe that his family feels in their heart that this isn't like him and isn't normal for him to just go away. So I mean, I would assume that they had his wallet and stuff, but that I don't know. That's a really good question. All right, let's see. So I made a video. Can I do this? What does this do? All right, so I'm going to try to show you the video because in the video, it shows pictures of him. So, yeah, it's really sad. Him and his mom were incredibly close. Okay, so this is a video that I made. It's only a couple minutes, but in case you haven't checked it out. Hey guys, it's Des. So today we're going to be talking about missing 33-year-old Daryll Wiggins from Baltimore, Maryland. Daryl was last seen September 2nd of 2022. His family said it isn't like him to not be in contact with them and are now reaching out for the public's help. Daryl is 5'10" and weighs approximately 160 pounds. He has brown hair and brown eyes. According to his family, he has never been diagnosed with a mental illness or had any health problems. His mom describes Daryl as a caring man who she had a very close bond with. From videos he posted on Facebook, he seemed like a big guy who enjoyed hanging out with family and his dog. So that was a picture of him and his mom. And look at these pictures of his dog. And now it's going to show just some videos that I found on his Facebook page that were public. I wanted to show these because it just kind of shows, you know, what a laid back guy he is. And I love how close he is to his dog.
Smoke. You eat it all? It's all gone? What's up, big boy? No, he trying to get you.
It's like, I want to play. Oh, baby.
Smoke, what's up? What's up, man? What's up?
Look at what a handsome guy he
You
is.
feeling good today, huh? You got your little bounce back, huh? You got some bounce. Got some bounce in your step. Huh? What's up? Shit. You get a job. What's up?
A Northeast Baltimore man has been missing since September of last year.
Okay, this was the video that was playing in the upper right-hand corner. This is the first and only news video that I could find.
After he filed criminal charges against his landlord.
The mother of Daryll Wiggins says after he returned to his home he was renting on Winoke Avenue, he was never heard from again.
Stefan Dingle joins us now in the studio. And what are authorities, Stefan, saying about this case?
Well, Denise, just yesterday, Baltimore police and homicide detectives re-released this photo of Daryll Wiggins II, asking anyone to come forward with information about his disappearance. Now, with Mother's Day this weekend, each day, anniversary, and holiday leaves a bigger hole in the heart of his mother, Diana.
2 days from now is Mother's Day. And it's just another day that I don't get to speak to him.
I can't imagine what she is going through. My heart is just in knots for her.
And at the end of the month is his birthday.
Daryll Wiggins II was last seen or heard from on September 2nd of 2022 at a home he was renting on Winoke Avenue in Northeast Baltimore.
He was supposed to meet a friend there, and the friend kept calling and never talked to him again.
But to understand Daryl's disappearance, we have to go back to his appearance at court to take action against his landlord. His mother says his things were removed from the home and the landlord changed the door. After going to court, they ruled in Daryl's favor and gave him documentation saying he had a legal right to stay there because his rent was paid. So Daryl called a friend to help him replace the door he was once locked out of.
Like I said, he was supposed to meet up with his friend later that evening to replace the door, and no one's ever heard from him again. He's not been active on social media. He never read any text messages. His phone was turned off on September 2nd. Question them, because
So there you go, Jinxie. His phone was turned off. So I'm assuming that means they do not have his phone.
It's their property, regardless of, what transpired, what didn't transpire, whether you were wrong, and you have to have known something about a person that was living in your house.
His mom is begging for the public for justice. So that was the first article I have. Hey, Kit, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you listening. That's the only article that I could find that talked about this. If you Google Daryll Wiggins, Maryland missing man, that's the only thing that pops up, and then my video pops up. So I found it really, really interesting that he had issues with his landlord, like you said, Jinx, and then he disappears. I mean, he's been gone for, since September of last year, and he was really close to his mom. And I can't imagine, a man that's close to his mama, or anyone that's close to their mama, making them worry like this. And considering he didn't have any mental health diagnoses, I think that is, kind of says it all. So I know that the family just wants to focus on bringing Darryl home, and I don't know how to help with that besides getting the name out there. So if you could share it, let's look at, actually, I do have the photo from his missing persons photo. Let me pull it up. It kind of just goes over. I will share this on my homepage or on my community tab. That way everyone can share it as well. Let's see, present. Okay. And this is Darryl. This was a post from Black and Missing But Not Forgotten. And it just kind of goes over, he's been missing since the 2nd of September. He's 33 years old, from Baltimore. He's Black, he's a male, and 5'8" to 160 pounds. So he's light-skinned, black hair, and brown eyes. And it has the phone number on there, Baltimore Police Department. S7, can you put that number in the chat just in case anyone wants to save it? And, if you know anyone in the Baltimore area, then share this with them. Share it on your Facebook. Let people know that he's missing. And so, you know me, I like to dig in and do a little bit of research. And my girl S7 has been helping me as well. So we did take the video that we just watched, the news video. You can see the house, and we dropped ourselves on Google. We found the home and looked into property records. All of this is public. I was just curious who the landlord was. And for legal reasons, I'm not going to state who the landlord was, but for other creators, if you want to take a shot at it, I did do some research, and I wasn't really able to come up with too much. So I don't want to put somebody's name out there and, harm their reputation if they had nothing to do with it. I have to be careful with that. But the information is out there and available to the public, just in case y'all want to check it out. I'm reading your chats. Oh, that's a great idea. I wonder how we would find a retired law enforcement officer, because this family could really, really, really use the help. Oh, Luna says hello, guys. Hello. Hey, S7, you want to make that some homework for us to try to look into, see if we can find any retired law enforcement that might be willing to help out. I think Derek Lavasser is in Maryland, if I'm correct. He might be in New Hampshire, but maybe he'll help out. He was the investigator that did Breaking Homicide, or he's also on Stephanie Harlow's channel. So yeah, let's look into, at least if we could get some phone numbers for the family, and maybe be able to hook them up with somebody that could help them out. That would be great. I really want this to be not what we think. I don't want the landlord to be involved. I want Darryl to come home and be okay. And I just don't know, I'm praying. But yeah, so anyone else think of any other ways we can help this family? I've reached out to some creators as well, and I'm hoping that they pick it up. I have sent them the news articles and my video on it, hopefully, and hoping that they might be able to do a short and get their viewers to see it. Maybe I'll go on one of their channels and talk about Darryl. I am interested in reaching out to the family and just discussing Darryl, what his favorite colors was, what he liked to do, his interests, anything. So, yeah. S7, are you going to jump in? I always make her come on the show. She hates me. But it's so much easier to have somebody to talk to. If anyone wants to come in, I think I can share the chat or share the link. Maybe? Can I do that? Hold on. How do I do that? Invite. Oh, there's a link. Snap, guys. So I have reached out to the family, but I'm trying to be really careful. I know that it can be a really sensitive subject, and it's hard, I'm sure everyone is telling them they're so sorry and that they wish they can help. And I'm really, really hoping that this gets picked up by a bigger creator. I messaged Pascal and I didn't hear back, but I did talk to Alex and Kit and Crimson over on YouTube. Please go check out their channels. They are absolutely amazing. Maybe I can link their channels in there. But Ash, if you want to put the channel links in the description for Kit and Alex, that would be great. If you have them. I know I sent them to you in text a couple days ago. But so yeah, guys, let's look at some photos of Darryl. See if I have see what I have in my Daryll Wiggins folder. Some baby pictures. Mm-hmm. Okay. Can you see that? Maybe? Oh, here it is. Okay. How cute is this? Can you guys see this? Let's see what else I have. And there he is. Oh, yeah. We could go over the presentation that I made. It's just a small one, but I wanted, so S7 helped me look into some statistics of missing people, and I thought we could go over it really quick. I hate to do something other than talk about Daryl, but like I said, there isn't too much information out there. Okay. You guys able to see that? Okay. So this is some information that we found in the NamUs. You can go online and check out their website. It actually has a ton of information. So this is just let's go back. Start at number 1. So this is information on some statistics from 2022. So it talks about how in that year, there was 14,332 unidentified bodies from 54 states found. And I just thought this was really interesting. Can I zoom? Ooh, what did I do? Look at that. Can you guys see that better when I do that? So it looks like the top 10 states are California, Arizona, Texas, New York, Florida, New Jersey, Michigan, Puerto Rico, Maryland, that's very interesting, and Pennsylvania. So as we know, Daryl is from Maryland. Jump into the chat to see what's going on so I can make sure I'm talking to you guys. Okay. Thank you, S. Louderback. That is incredibly messed up that they didn't allow the family to access his belongings. That makes me that this whole case is just incredibly frustrating to me. It deleted them? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. No worries. That's okay, S7. Thank you. Hi, Crimson. Thank you for coming in. I'm so happy to see you. So, Jinx, the landlord owns multiple properties we were able to find, and they were sold under something called an arm's length transaction, which apparently means they were sold to them by family or another party that would influence the price of the property that they paid for. So, but they own multiple homes in the area, but it didn't look like to me, and this could be wrong, but from what I was reading in the property records, it didn't look like they were divided into rental unit properties. It didn't look like there was any permits. But like I said, that I could be wrong. So the average age of, let's going back to this presentation, average age of disappearance is 22.6 years old. The top cities, New York, Los Angeles, Brooklyn, Houston, Philadelphia, Detroit, Bronx, Queens. Check that out, Baltimore. 163 unidentified in Baltimore alone. Oh, my neighbor's dogs are out, in case you can hear it. Okay, how do I? Okay, so this, let me zoom in, hold on. So this is talking about in 2023 so far, January. So total cases created for missing people so far in 2023 has been, or just for, maybe this is actually just for January alone. 555 total cases of missing people. That's insane. And this picture right here just goes into, again, how many, where they're missing from. California, Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas. Yeah, you can read under there. I have a lot of friends in Florida. Y'all better be careful. Yeah, Jinx, I agree. It definitely smells like a slumlord to me. But just my opinion, slumlord, landlord, don't come for me, as Stephanie Harlow says. But yeah, actually, S7 found this website for me yesterday. It was so funny. I texted her and I asked her, I told her that I wanted to look into the missing person cases that had happened in Maryland. I believe that's what I said. And she comes back with all this information, and it was amazing. I am so incredibly grateful to have her help. But yeah, oh, wow. Crimson. Yeah. How do I put your comment on? Oh, right here. Statistic: every 30 to 40 minutes, a person goes missing in the US. And can you imagine being one of these people's family members and not feeling like you were getting the justice you deserved, not being able to share information, not being able to get a hold of police, law enforcement? I don't even know. I don't know what I would do, which is why I wanted to cover this case so bad, because Daryl's family is just one of these families that are missing their babies. And if I was missing a loved one, I would truly want somebody to do this for me. So, okay. And then Bestie also found this little bit of information that I thought was incredibly helpful. So this was a list of the questions that law enforcement typically look into when somebody disappears. For like personal, what type of person are they? So for Darryl, we know that he was a family man. He liked his little puppy. He was laid back and he was caring. Has a person's behavior changed recently? That I don't know, but I don't think so. A lot of these I'm not going to know the answer for Darryl, but these are things that his family or friends, they may know the answer to, and somehow having the answers to these questions might hopefully bring them justice. Has this person gone missing before? That I don't think so. Is the person vulnerable due to age or any other factor? Well, we know, and that's the next question. We know that Darryl didn't have any mental health problems. Were they drug or alcohol dependent? Is there any indication that the person is likely to harm themselves? Have they tried to harm themselves before? And then, now let's chat about the environment. I'm reading the chats. Why are people calling me when they know that I'm live? Now that I know how to put people's comments on there, ooh, look at that. For anyone that doesn't know what a slumlord is. Thanks for showing that, girl. Sadly, 99% of these cases won't get any media attention, which is why creators like us try to cover these types of cases. That is incredibly correct, Crimson. We were just talking last night, chatting about, I tried to send him as much information as I could, so he could at least do a short. I'm really hoping that we can just get some more viewers on this case, because the more people that see it, I would hope that that will get us closer to some answers in this case. So back to our little PowerPoint. Are there any concerns or suspicion about the person making the report, or do they appear inappropriate? I think that means the missing person report. I don't really know what that means. Are there family or relationship problems? No. Are there any indication of bullying or harassment? Yes. His landlord. Yeah, so I just found that really interesting, and I wanted to share that, with you. Thanks so much for coming in here, guys. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me to get this information out there. I'm going to do my best, and of course, if there's any other new information that comes up, don't you worry, I'm on it, and I will let you know. So let's look one more time at this picture of Daryl. There he is. So from Black and Missing but Not Forgotten, investigators still need your help in locating Mr. Daryll Wiggins. A man from Northeast Baltimore has been missing since September of last year, and his disappearance came after he filed criminal charges against his landlord, which he won. Daryll Wiggins, who is renting a home on Wyandotte Avenue, I think they spelled it wrong, maybe not, hasn't been heard from since he returned to the property. Baltimore police and homicide detectives are urging anyone with information to come forward. Oh, wow. So this says that his mom said he was supposed to meet with a friend, and the friend kept calling and never talked to him again. She goes on to detail events leading up to her son's disappearance. Wiggin had a dispute with his landlord, who allegedly removed his belongings and changed the locks. Can you believe that? Sounds like a real nice landlord. So the court said that his rent was paid and that he had a legal right to stay there. He was going to replace the door. I wonder if he was going to replace the front door of the whole home. But he's not been active on social media or text messages. So this is what kind of got to me. Despite remaining hopeful, his mom said that investigators have not searched the property where her son was last seen or contacted the landlord involved in this rental dispute. Like, what? And I don't know if that has changed, but why wouldn't they? Thanks, Jinxie. But why wouldn't the landlords have been questioned? Why wouldn't this property have been searched? None of that makes any sense. No, none. All right. Yeah, I agree. Hold on, I'm going to put your comment up there. The most unbelievable part, and I don't know if that has changed. The article isn't old, and that was just shared a couple days ago. So I tend to believe that this information is current. It breaks my heart, you guys. There you go. No drug or alcohol dependence. No tendencies. Very family oriented. Hard worker. Never disappeared before. Literally makes me tear up. It's got to be hard because everyone reacts this differently and you never know how you're going to react in the situation. But this makes me, if I was a millionaire, I would be driving down to Baltimore right now and I would be picketing. So if I have any Baltimore friends, no, I'm just kidding. We don't want to do that unless the family's behind it. We also don't want to reach out to the landlord. If you are a creator that looks into this information, this isn't something that we don't want to start harassment. We don't want to make the situation any worse. We just want to focus on bringing Daryl home and getting his name out there so people understand this story. I am going to try to figure out Pascal's email. He's on the Pascal show. He usually covers cases like this, so I don't know why he hasn't picked it up yet. Hey, Rock. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate you being here. I agree, S7. I am so sad about this, and I really want to help this family. So if you are a creator listening into this live, please cover this. If you only do a short, or if you only share this video, or share my little short video that has all the information in it, you can find that if you go to my playlist. Hit share. Share. Why are you elbow coughing, Ruckus? Is that because can you share this, please? Make a short, do something, show the picture. We've got to get this name out there. I want to see if, thank you, Ruckus. Thank you. I know that his family would be incredibly grateful for the help. I wanted to see if I had, okay, since I'm showing this picture, let's scroll down. I'm gonna, I don't know if you guys can see it. Shoot. So the number to contact if you have any information or if you want to share this information and add this phone number, I'm going to put it in here. So keep popping back. Hold on. It is 410-396. I'm writing it down. 410-396. Look at that. It like cuts it off right there. Oh, but you know what? I bet you that's because I'm sharing a comment, huh? There you guys can see it now. Sorry. Like I said, I'm really new at this podcasting. So that is the phone number that you can contact the Baltimore Police Department. I will be sharing this photo on my community tab, so it's easier to share. You can also go on Facebook to the Black and Missing But Not Forgotten Facebook group. It's actually a wonderful Facebook group, and I highly recommend hitting that like button. All right. So thank you so much for anyone who has been here. Daryll Wiggins. Please don't forget that name. Share this video. And if you want, I always hate saying this, but if you want to donate, I do have a Cash App. It's the money symbol. It's at the money symbol criminally focused. Those donations help to keep this channel running. I would like to make this a full-time gig, but as of now, my content is coming at you slowly because I have a full-time job on the side. So if you want to help the channel out, you can do that by donating, or, you can just hit that like button and share this video. Try to get as much information out as possible. Hashtag justice for Daryl is what I would like to start. We just got to make sure that we're spelling the name right. Thank you, Ruckus. I so appreciate it. So, justice for Daryl with the 2 R's. If you, that way his family can find all the posts easily. If you could use that, that would be fantastic. Justice for Daryl. I am going to do everything I can to help this family. So, S. Louderback, I really appreciate all of your content, all of your information. Really? Wow. Ruckus, is that even legal? We've got a retired police officer in the house. Hey, do you know any retired law enforcement in Baltimore? I don't know if Ruckus is still in here, but I'll send him a text later too. Like I said, I am going to try to find some information for the family. I don't know if that will help. I'm sure they have done their own research on private investigators, but I'm going to do everything I can to help you guys. All right. Well, I think we're coming to the end of our show. Been about 40. Hey, Emma. Thanks for coming in, guys. You don't even know how much I appreciate it. I know my channel is really small, but I've got a really loud voice and I'm really determined. And when I take a family under my wing, they're important to me. And this family is incredibly important to me. So help me help them. Go ahead and share this video, like it, do your thing. And yeah, next week we're actually going to have a special, hopefully, I'm fingers crossed, we're going to have a video on mental health and how to take care of your own mental health while you are watching true crime or delivering true crime. I know that the Letitia Stock trial broke my heart. And as do a lot of these cases, when I get connected with the family, my heart is in it and it means something to me. So, which is okay, which is important, but how do you protect yourself at the same time? So I think that's what we are going to be discussing next week. I've got some special guests coming on. So I would love it if you join me then. And yeah, I think this is about it, guys. Thanks for coming in. Enjoy your wonderful Saturday. Love y'all. And I'll see you next time. Bye.